You got some identification?
Excuse me?
You got some identification?
Why would I need identification? I'm not driving, am I?
That's problem. Second. I'm at the intersection of right outside the gate. Hey, can I see some identification?
Rather not participate. So where does the actual base start?
Can I see some identification?
Where does the actual base start?
I got my identification right here. I got my name and my badge. So
appreciate your service, sir.
I would like to see some identification from you.
There's no need. How long you been in the service? Appreciate your service. How long you been in?
I appreciate it, and I would like to see some identification. Is there a reason that you don't want to identify yourself?
I don't answer questions.
I would like to see some identification.
I can appreciate that you would like to see some identification. That's good to know. Are you outside the bounds of your base? Where's the property line start on the base? Are you outside the base?
Can I see some identification?
Are you outside the base?
Can I see some identification?
Sir, I respectfully ask, are you outside the base? Are you outside the base?
Can you stop videotaping? Were you in the military?
When you entered the Corps, did you swear an oath?
Are you a 1%er?
What the heck is a 1%er?
Okay. Is there...
I've never heard of a 1%er.
Say again?
Are you outside the grounds of the base, sir?
10-4. What was that?
Are you outside the grounds of the base? Where's the property line?
You are on my property.
Where does it start?
Okay.
I'm on a public sidewalk, as you can see.
I understand that. It's illegal to videotape defense installations, entry control points.
Oh, is it? Can you cite me a code and I'll go look that up?
Yeah, it's, I believe it's 18 U.S. Code 395 or 21 U.S. Code. Either way.
I'll have to go look that up.
You're right.
Because last time I checked, the Constitution trumps anything.
You're right. Can I see some identification?
I would not. I don't feel like participating in that at this time.
I'm a police officer, and I'm asking to see some identification.
What is your reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime is occurring?
I'm just asking to identify you.
You're saying that you're a police officer.
To stop videotaping me. I don't see any reason why you need to videotape me.
You're out in public.
You're right.
You're out in public on a public sidewalk. There's freely access to the public.
Tell me about yourself.
I haven't crossed. Have I crossed into the gate?
No.
Have I crossed the actual gate?
I'm curious. What's your shirt?
I can understand your curiosity.
What's your shirt say? What is that?
You want to read it out loud?
Okay, so what's that about? Do you have any weapons on you right now?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Do you have any reasonable belief that I have a weapon on me?
How'd you get here today? Did you walk here?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Then I don't need to answer any of your questions. So why?
Well, you're asking me questions. You're out in public, and you came to me and said that you're acting in an official capacity as a police officer.
Yes.
Then that means right now, in my opinion, you are a public servant. If you're coming to me like
I'm a military police officer. So I'm a public servant.
Am I actually on the base?
You are on Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton's property, sir.
Where does that property line start?
Sir, can I see some identification? Do you have identification?
Can you just answer where does the property line start? Because if I'm on the property, I would like to exit the property. Can you tell me where the property line starts? Because there's a freeway on-ramp right there.
So let me ask you a question.
This is a public street right here, Harbor and San Rafael. Last time I looked looked it up. This was a public street with a public sidewalk.
Okay, so if you're Jewish, why do you feel the need to not answer any of my questions?
If I was what?
If you're a tourist, why do you feel the need to not answer any of my questions?
No, because I'm under no obligation to. I'm under no obligation to answer anybody's questions.
Okay.
I'm on a public sidewalk. That's public. It's public access. I haven't crossed through your security perimeter you have up there.
So why are you filming Marine Corps base camp? That's my question.
I choose not to answer that question.
This is my supervisor. This is Officer Walling.
Hey, officer.
How are you doing, sir?
Pretty good. Can you identify yourself?
Officer Wally, Camp Pendleton.
Officer Wally?
Yeah. What, can we help you with anything?
No, I'm just on a public sidewalk. I haven't crossed over into some, security. I haven't crossed a security area. I like the, I guess you could say I'm a tourist.
Okay.
I'm just taking pictures. What's the problem?
I didn't say it was a problem.
He seems to think there's a problem.
I'm just asking for your identification. That's all I'm asking.
What is your reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime to ask for that?
I'd like to identify everybody who's approaching my installation. As a peace officer, I'd like to identify you. I'd like to know who I'm talking to.
How you doing, sir?
Good, sir.
Officer Pierce?
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you. Marine Corps Police, Officer Hall. Nice to meet you, sir. You got stripes.
Yeah.
You got stripes. You both have 2 stripes.
You mentioned you're kind of a
What's your rank?
It's corporal.
Corporal.
Yeah,
Nice.
you mentioned you're kind of
Are you a
tourist.
corporal?
What you're doing is actually illegal. It's actually.
Can I get a code?
It's felony to film any federal installation at entry or exit points
Okay. And where am I standing?
on federal property.
Where does that property line start and stop?
Right here. Starts right here. The moment you cross this light, you're on federal installation.
This is a public sidewalk, is it not?
This is federal property, sir.
Now, if I am on federal property, like I tried to ascertain from this gentleman, he wouldn't tell me where the property line started. If you're telling me that the property line starts the moment I cross that intersection, even though I'm on a public sidewalk, and there's no, as far as I could tell, there's no line. There's a yellow thing. I don't know what that. San Diego County property.
Can I see some identification?
Is that a boundary marker? It says San Diego County property right there. Is this some type of boundary marker?
Can I see some identification?
And I am now past that boundary marker. Why couldn't you just tell me where the boundary was?
Can I see some identification?
No, thank you.
So you're acknowledging that this is the property line of San Diego County, and you were standing right here.
I'm asking if
So
this is
you're
a,
on my property.
I am
Can I see some
asking.
identification?
I am asking if this is some type of boundary marker. That's all I'm asking. If this is some type of boundary marker. Is that some type of boundary marker, sir?
I can't comment on what that is. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's a sign and it's labeled, notice, San Diego County property. Wow, that's interesting. So could this whole area, it's in the grass, could this whole area, all this vegetation, who upkeeps this? Does the Marine Corps come out and upkeep this area out here? Do we know? Do we know who pulls the weeds? Do we know anything? I'm just curious. Who does the upkeep for these grounds right here? I mean, there's a San Diego County property sign right here. Hey, Oceanside Police! Dude, I'm just an independent journalist gathering content for a story. Right now, you're the story.
So why won't you identify yourself? That's all I want to do is identify you.
Because there's no need. I'm out in public. I'm on, as far as I can tell, I'm on a public access sidewalk right here.
But I don't know who you are.
It's none of your business, with all due respect.
It is when you're standing in front of my installation videotaping.
You have problems with tourists taking photos of some Marine Corps sign?
Of access points to a federal installation, yes, I do have a problem with that.
Why?
Because this is a federal installation, it's a defense installation, so I just would like to identify you, sir. Can you just provide me with identification?
I, at this time, don't think I am obligated to.
Hey man, we don't want you here, and we don't want to be here.
I'll be more than happy to leave. If you want me to leave, if you want me to leave, I'm more than happy to leave. I mean, there's a magic question I can ask right now. Am I being lawfully detained, or am I free to go?
You're being lawfully detained because right now
under what reasonable suspicion of what crime?
According to federal legislation.
And what statute or code?
That's a federal crime.
Under what code?
Google it.
To record a federal legislation?
Can you just tell me what the code is?
Google it. You got a smartphone, right? Google it.
Just let you know what it is. I'm just saying, if you want to identify yourself to us, we can leave and you can leave.
Do you believe in the Constitution of the United States of America? Did you take an oath to the Constitution to uphold and defend it?
I fought for 4.5 years defending the Constitution of the United States, so I don't need a lecture about the Constitution.
I'm not lecturing, I'm just asking a question.
Okay.
Do you believe that your activity right now, you're upholding that oath to the Constitution? Freedom of the press, freedom of speech.
How do I know you're press? Have you showed me any credentials to show that you're press?
The courts have ruled independent journalism is part of the press.
Under what code?
Case law. Look it up.
What case law?
Look it up. I don't answer questions.
Okay. All
Look it up. Do your homework.
And you're just making it more harder, so.
Why do you feel the need to
right
ID me?
now, you're on a federal legislation.
Look what this says right here. San Diego County property.
No, this is our property.
This is San Diego County property. Is San Diego lying?
This property is in San Diego, but this is a federal installation.
Yes, but am I on installation property right now?
Yeah, you are.
Then is this sign on the base?
It is. It's just
who upkeeps this?
County.
Do you guys come out and do the weeds on this?
Sure do.
Really? Is that part of basic training? You guys get the grunts out here to weed this area?
I'm a grunt. Why are you saying grunts got to pull weeds?
Just a question. Gathering content. What's going on over here? How you guys doing? No ill will, man. I'm just an independent journalist gathering content for a story. That's it. I was just taking some pictures and photographs.
What's your story about?
Well, stories change from time to time. My story is now, what happens when a tourist comes to town and decides to take a picture of a sign?
You're a tourist?
I don't answer questions. It's a beautiful day. It's a great day to be out. I'm just a guy, as far as I know, on public property. It's a public sidewalk. I didn't cross into a security gate. I'm taking some pictures and some video. How is that? This is America. I'm going to separate myself from the MPs. Oceanside PD showed up. I would assume that they told them tough shit. It's none of our business, and they took off. Now they're out there discussing it. They're still out there. Photography is not a crime. Notice I just walked away. You try to tell me I'm being detained, yet I still walked away. And I will continue to walk away. One percenter.
Go ahead and have a seat for me until I can figure out who you are.
So you are detaining me.
I'm going to detain you because I don't know if you're not...
What reasonable, articulable suspicion of what crime? What facts can you articulate? If you wouldn't mind, I'll tone it down. If you can just do me a favor and articulate any facts that I violated, possibly any criminal statute.
So
That's all I
please
ask.
sit up.
Is there a reason?
You're not complying for my safety and your safety. That's all.
I would prefer to stand.
Okay. Well,
Again, am I being detained for a crime?
I'm asking you to sit down. Talk to my partner. But
Am I being detained for a crime?
I just need your information.
Cause the police always got something stupid to say. They put out my picture with silence. Cause my identity by itself causes violence. Fuck the police.
You know what? I think I'm going to exercise my documented First Amendment right to flip Baldy off because he's an ass.
Videos uploaded by the Junkyard News are helped in part by viewers just like you. You can show your support for this channel by clicking the thumbs up, sharing our videos, or hitting that all-important support button on our channel page. Don't want to miss a video or a story? Make sure to check us out and like us on Facebook at the Junkyard News.
But what's the crime justifying the detention? Like, in all these traffic stop cases where we agonize about how long they can keep him in the car, they're getting a dog because they have reasonable suspicion of drugs. They're going to do a show-up because they have reasonable suspicion of bank robbery. What in the allegation, only in the allegation, says that they were looking for what crime?
They were seeking his identity, Your Honor, as part of...
But that's not a crime under Texas law. What's the crime?
Nor was he arrested. This is part of the detention, Your Honor.
Sir,
GoPro, start recording.
just outside.
Can I help you with something?
Yeah, why are you videotaping our PD building?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
I don't answer
Do you
questions.
have identification?
Well, how do I need ID? This is America, right?
Yeah, you need an ID. In the state of California, you need to provide identification.
Are you really that ignorant? You know California's not a stop and ID state, right? What reasonable suspicion of what crime do you have to stop me?
I don't know if you're a terrorist.
Oh, I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story.
Well, then maybe
That should answer all your questions.
Maybe you would like to talk to me and be nice about it. I don't know. We've had a lot of terrorist attacks in the United States. And
Dude, don't give me that.
Okay.
You know how many years were post that whole 9/11? How many years has it been? Count the years. Count the
It
years.
doesn't matter how many years it is.
If tyranny and oppression come to this land, it'll be in the guise of fighting a foreign enemy. Okay. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that.
Why are we videotaping the entrance to our...
I'm an independent journalist gathering content and footage for a story I'm working on, a vlog, you name it. All right? First Amendment protected activity. And other than that, I'm not going to answer any questions.
Okay.
Are you done? Are we done?
Probation or parole?
I ain't going to answer any questions.
Okay, then go ahead and have a seat for me until I can figure out who you are.
So you are detaining me.
I'm going to detain you because I don't know if you're not...
What reasonable, articulable suspicion of what crime? What facts can you articulate? If you wouldn't mind, I'll tone it down. If you can just do me a favor and articulate any facts that I violated, possibly any criminal statute.
A criminal statute. Right now, I'm investigating to find out why...
What crime, though? What criminal? What criminal statute do you think I violated to justify a detention?
You have identification on you, sir.
Can you please
Who are you?
articulate?
Who are you?
I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. And in California, until I've been arrested for some crime other than failed to ID, I am under no legal obligation to ID myself until the point of arrest for something other than failure to ID. Are you familiar with PC 148 subsection G?
Go ahead.
Why don't you look it up? Or ask somebody to look it up.
Okay.
148G. Just read that. That's all you need to know.
Hands out of your pockets for me right now?
My hands aren't in my pockets.
That hand is in your pocket.
Nothing in there.
Do I know that? I don't know that.
Nothing in my pocket.
Okay. I'm asking you to keep your hands out of your pocket.
Would you mind grabbing the seat for me, please? Please sit down.
I prefer to stand.
Well then, would you put that thing down? That's a weapon.
Oh, a camera is a weapon. If you're scared of a camera on a tripod, I have no problems setting it down.
Don't mess with me. I'm going to move it over here.
As long as it's pointed in my direction.
Okay, let's be reasonable. If you won't sit down.
Direction.
Okay,
Please.
cool. Got it.
Thank you. That's all I ask.
So please sit down. You're not compliant for my safety and your safety. That's all.
As long as it's pointed in my direction.
Be reasonable.
Can you point that in my direction? Please.
Got it.
Thank you. That's all I ask.
So
That's all I
please
ask.
sit down.
Is there a reason?
You're not compliant for my safety and your safety. That's all.
I would prefer to stand.
Okay. Well,
Again, am I being detained for a
I'm
crime?
asking you to sit down. Talk to my partner. But
Am I being detained for a
I
crime?
just need your information. I just need you to provide me with
I can't consent to that. I would prefer to stand.
Okay. Well, I'm asking you to sit down.
detained for a
I'm asking you to sit down. Talk to my partner, but if she's talking to you. What was he doing?
Okay.
What was he doing?
He's videotaping the entrance of our
Yeah,
police
that's
department.
no bueno, boss. Come on.
What crime do you suspect me of
Just sit
committing?
down, and we'll talk to you.
Can I stand?
No, I'm asking you to sit down for your safety and my safety.
I have no weapons on me.
Okay, I'm asking you.
I am unarmed.
I'm asking
All I have is a camera.
Will you sit down for us, please?
I would prefer to stand.
You're being very non-compliant right now. Duly noted. Talk to my partner.
Thank you. I have no ill will or ill intent. I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a
All
story.
we're asking for is identification.
I don't need to identify myself in the state of California unless you have arrested me for something other than failure to ID.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with California 148G? California Penal. Can you?
Such a penal code?
Penal Code. California Penal Code 148G.
Okay.
What's it say?
So you don't want to talk to us?
I've been detained. I want to know why I've been detained.
I just came over here.
Where's that officer going? He detained me. Am I free to go?
I'm asking you why.
You're kind of blocking my camera shot.
Well, you're not blocking mine. Why are you videotaping the front?
I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story, a vlog. What else do I need to say?
Well, then, what's your name and date of birth?
I don't need to ID in California. Hold on. I have no weapons. And unless I'm committing a crime, it is perfectly legal to mask myself.
Got you anyway.
It's
So,
okay.
figure it out.
And
So,
make
are
sure
you
that's
done?
available for my public records
Are you
request.
done?
You done?
You can go.
I'm no longer being detained? Am I on a public sidewalk?
You are. Did you detain him?
I didn't detain you.
Yes, you did. You said I was detained until you get my ID.
I said
I have it on camera. You want to go ahead and you want to lie
See
again?
you. Did you detain him?
I didn't detain you.
Yes, you did. You said I was detained until you get my ID.
I said
I have it on camera. You want to go ahead and you want to lie
See
again?
you.
So you are detaining me.
I'm going to detain you because I don't know if you're not.
What reasonable, articulable suspicion of what crime? All right, I'm going to go this way.
Carry on, sir.
Please don't block the sidewalk. You know that's against the law to block the sidewalk. And because of your actions, I think I'll stick around. I was actually about to leave. I'll make sure I stick around and get every vehicle I can. Ooh, nice bikes. In case I feel like filing a complaint, names and badge numbers if you would. It's like we got 3, J. Sinat, and C. Is that lockers or lokers? Or how do you pronounce that?
Out here. Hey, do you want a sergeant out here?
Yeah, I would like a sergeant.
Would you?
I don't want to sit down. And I ain't gonna sit down. I'm free to walk around. He can find me. I ain't going anywhere.
Well, would you like to talk to him now?
I would be more than happy to. Send him out.
Okay.
Is there a sergeant? What sergeant's? What's his name? Who's gonna come out? Do you know?
Yeah,
421.
Eastgate.
Police officer.
Supervisor. This
CLOKERS.
Supervisor right here.
Is that 362 or 382? It looks like 362, but note it for the record, it could be 382.
Sergeant Cheatham's coming out.
Thank you, sir. JSINNOTT.
Would you do me a favor? Just stand back a little bit because that could be used as a weapon.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Watch out, man. Just watch out for him.
Oh, you're trying to scare the public now? Where's Max? Is Max sleeping? Or is Max not in the car? German Shepherd? Max the German Shepherd? I love German Shepherds.
Hey, boss, can we break it up real quick? Just wait by the tree.
Oh, it's a free country. It's a free sidewalk. It's public. No worries. Again, I have no ill will or ill intent. My only concern is Mr. Lokers or Lockers. Well, actually, I have two concerns. One is, after my interaction with him and this gentleman here, I came back because I forgot to ask for their employee or badge numbers. I'm not sure if it's actually Escondido's policy. I haven't looked into your specific policy as far as identifying themselves to a member of the public on, when they ask, but they refused. I got a smart-ass comment, oh, you're not going to ID to us, blah, blah, blah. They're public servants, I'm not, okay? Again, California has specifically made public photography from a sidewalk legal, and in the statute made it not a reason to detain. Without more is not justifiable action for detaining somebody and trying to demand ID. And on several occasions, this officer right here, one, he detained me. Later, he lied to this gentleman when he asked him. I have it on camera. He would not let me leave until I, ID'd myself. He literally said, yes, you are being detained until I can find out who you are, which is totally against the statute, 148 subsection G. I asked him if he's familiar with it. He tried to get me to quote it. He's a law enforcement officer. I know he doesn't know it's impossible for everybody to know every code out there, but come on, that's an important one, especially if that's the call you're on, okay? And my issue is why I was detained when the statute specifically says do not detain without more than just filming from a public space where somebody's allowed to be.
Yeah, and one of the concern that we have...
They said we have concerns about what's going on outside of our facilities.
That's not a crime. We have concerns.
Right.
But what's the crime justifying the detention?
They were seeking his identity, Your Honor, as part of...
But that's not a crime. What's the crime?
Okay.
We just want to make sure. We just want to make sure that there's no threat to our facilities, because we have had attacks on law enforcement facilities all across the country, and that's our concern. Okay. We want to make sure everybody is somebody doesn't have any nefarious reasons for doing it. If you want to, if you want to film from a public sidewalk, film all you want.
Which I was doing.
But if we come up and talk to you about that, and that's all you're doing, film all you want. You can stand out here all day.
I explained to him I was an independent journalist gathering content for a story, for a blog, and I had no ill intent or ill will. Why do I need to comply with an order that's not lawful?
Can you understand why our concern is a little bit elevated because you're concealing your face?
I wasn't until he tried to take a photograph. Okay. Then I wanted to keep my anonymity in public because we all know there's no expectation of privacy in public, correct? All right. All right. I want to know why I was detained when the statute specifically says do not detain.
I can take a look at that. If you want to further delve into that in an official capacity, we can certainly do that. If you want to file...
I want to file a complaint.
Okay. If you want to go to the front lobby, you can ask them for the paperwork. You can fill it out.
Can I do it online as well? Does Escondido have that available online?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't know that it's on our website.
No, understandable.
We absolutely have the forms at the front office. And as far as identifying, I mean, name and badge number are easily identified.
His is faded. I can't read his. I asked him if it was 362 or 382.
362.
He would not respond.
362.
What's the big deal about, not specifically me, but the community at large? You work for the people, right? You work for the people. I'm part of the people. All I did was ask for your information.
This is not a tutorial about who we work for. We understand that, okay?
Then what's the big deal about giving me your information?
362. You're good to go. Okay?
See the attitude? I was trying to be nice, but I didn't appreciate getting detained, so that elevated me. Instead of de-escalating, I felt that they.
Is there anything else I can do for you standing out on the sidewalk, or?
I want to make sure that these dash cams. I mean, not dash cams. I'm sorry. These body cams, are they on?
They are.
Okay. Do me a favor. Make sure they don't get destroyed. I'm going to be putting in a public records request for that footage.
All right.
Okay.
Take care.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Identifying information. Can I have your name so we can put it into the call?
No.
Okay. Good to go. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Take care.
One, two, three, four. That guy was a real butthead. Maybe give a little bit more training of de-escalation to Baldy back there. You know what? I think I'm going to exercise my documented First Amendment right to flip Baldy off because he's an ass. You know what? I think I'm going to exercise my documented First Amendment right to flip Baldy off because he's an ass. All right, today we're in the fine city of Lake Forest, bordering El Toro. We're here at one of the stations for the Orange County Sheriff's Department. Behind me, to my left, I'm going to sit here and take some photographs and some video. It's actually got a really nice view. Take some shots of the mountain scenery behind as well. It's a real nice area. Probably catch the traffic in the video, maybe some cars coming in and out. I've been doing this just for my own personal property and my own personal pics and videos. Let's see how it goes. It's a fire lane sign and an authorized vehicle towing sign. A lot of squad cars. So we have Mission Viejo squad cars here. Some of the enforcement cars, special enforcement cars they use for traffic. Like accidents, parking, things of that nature. Lake Forest. They have Lake Forest cars. Interesting. Looks like we got some action going on by the entrance. He made a comment. I heard him make a comment. Yeah, it's the same guy. Guess they've seen my videos. How you doing today?
What you doing?
Doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm good. Just taking pictures?
Yeah.
With?
Huh?
Is that your personal camera?
I'm sorry, I don't answer questions.
Okay. Okay. You're just taking pictures of our facility, though?
Again, I have to reiterate it. Sorry, I don't answer questions.
Okay. All right, sir.
Hope you have a nice day, though.
Yeah. Don't fly that that drone, though. You know? That little unmanned flying aircraft. It's not good, man.
UAV.
Just be careful with flying that thing.
Why is that? Just for my curiosity.
Just safety-wise, you know?
Oh, I'm always safe.
Okay, sir. You were at our Aliso Viejo substation, right?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't answer questions.
Yeah, I think I remember you. Okay. Thank you.
Have a nice day. I like the BDUs.
He's the same guy from Aliso Viejo.
I didn't know I was famous.
Yeah.
Well, you're becoming famous. How are you today? Can I ask what you're doing?
I just had a conversation with this gentleman right here. He's got all the information that you need.
Oh, is that true, or we got a little 148 attitude here? Oh, okay.
148 attitude? What is a 148 attitude, sir?
Well, I'm wondering why you won't talk to me. You said you talked to him, but you won't talk to me.
He would have talked to me earlier, and he's been known to post stuff on like YouTube and stuff like that.
All right. Well, that's fine. I mean, he can do that.
Yeah.
But I just wondered what the report is. You're flying the drone over private property here. Is that true, sir?
I don't answer questions, sir.
Oh, you don't? Could I get your name?
I don't answer questions, sir.
Why not?
It's my right, sir.
Well,
Am I being interrogated for a crime?
no, I'm talking to you. Well, I'm trying to determine if there is a crime.
Exactly. So what would be the point of me incriminating myself?
Just giving me your name would incriminate you?
Anything and everything.
If he's flying that thing within a reasonable distance of, say, like a school, park, where people are known to congregate, or even like a freeway, I think there's a violation.
Or an airport or something like that. Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm well familiar with the rules.
So, okay, so where were you flying?
I don't answer questions, sir.
Well, this is interesting. So what do we have here? A Mexican standoff, huh? All I'm trying to do is figure out what you're doing and why you're doing
Seems pretty obvious to me what I'm doing, sir.
Well, outside I'm not cooperating. What else would it be?
Why is standing up for my rights not cooperating?
But I don't know why you would want to take that attitude.
It's not an attitude,
I'm
sir. It's just the basic law. Unless I'm suspected of a crime, committing a crime, reasonable, articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime, about to commit a crime, or I'm committing in the progress of committing a crime, there's no reason for me to ID or even speak to you, sir.
But there is some suspicion you might be.
Suspicion is not against the law.
It's not.
And
where did you get your law
reasonable, articulable suspicion?
Well, I can articulate.
Articulate a crime? Articulate reasonable suspicion of a crime?
Drone?
Flying.
Reasonable, articulable.
Is that a flying drone?
I don't answer questions, sir.
Well, what would it be then? Well, what do you think it is?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't answer questions.
Those are wings, right?
And it has rotors?
Propellers, rotors.
And apparently, is this just go on today or multiple days? You know?
No, it'd be really nice if I can get you both in the photo. Why don't you, like, stand together?
No, we're fine.
I'll just stay here and make sure you don't.
Okay, then I'm going to put my back to the road. That way.
Run over you.
Don't go in traffic. Don't go in traffic.
I'm not in traffic. I just don't like anybody behind me.
You're too close.
There's no reason to
Don't
stand
go to traffic,
There's
man.
no reason to stand behind me.
Well, if you get run over, that's going to be a
I'm not in the roadway, sir. I'm still on a public sidewalk.
But you are you're leaning into the road. Your backpack's
Now we got a squad car?
Your backpack's in the roadway.
Can I, would you mind giving me your information? Can I get your name and badge number?
Sure, you can, as soon as you tell me who you are.
Well, sir, you're a public servant. I'm just an everyday guy on the street.
I'm just trying to figure out what you're doing and why you won't tell me what you're doing or who you are.
Seems pretty obvious to me what I'm doing. Nothing illegal, that's for sure, right?
Well, that seems to be in doubt.
He was at Aliso Viejo, I think, last year, doing the same thing. Taping, right?
Is videoing out in public from a public space against the law, sir?
Nope, not at all.
Exactly. So what's the problem here?
Well, have I asked you to stop video?
No, sir.
No, I'm just asking you about the drone. The drone is the only reason I'm here.
I don't answer questions, unfortunately. Well, I will not admit to anything, sir.
Well, no, but we have people that saw you flying it, and you know that's against the law. So I'm trying to ask you why.
Really? What's against the law? Can you give me a statute? Can I get a statute from you?
We talked about this a little bit earlier about flying that thing.
Can I get a statute? That's all I ask. Let me get a statute. I'll look it up on my phone.
An FAA violation?
Are you an FAA employee?
No, but I can get one.
Okay.
Are you videoing, like on the drone?
I don't answer questions.
You try. You might like it.
Okay, now it's getting kind of hot out here. Am I being lawfully detained or am I free to go? For suspicion of what crime, sir?
Flying a drone.
Is that against the law, sir?
Yes, it is. You cannot fly it over people.
I did not fly it over people. I did not.
No.
I did not fly it over people.
There were no people anywhere near you were flying. How do you have a witness inside?
Can you bring that witness forward? I can understand that.
This is a simple question.
It's a simple question.
All I'm trying to do is figure out what you like, and then
But it's none of your business. That's the thing. I'm trying to be polite. I'm trying to be nice.
I'm trying to be nice to you.
You seem like a good guy.
Okay, well, I am. Actually.
You realize can you articulate
Citizens
a crime that you've detained me for now?
Well, you're not detained.
You just said a moment ago on tape that I've been detained.
Well, you are detained.
Okay, so I'm not free to go.
You're not under arrest.
You have to have a lawful, articulable, reasonable suspicion of a crime that I've committed.
Investigating a crime.
What crime is that, sir?
Flying your drone.
And can I get a statute for the record of that supposed crime? Shortly.
But you won't talk to me, so why would I want to talk to you?
Because you're the one that's detaining me. And it's up to a court to decide if this is a lawful detainment. And if not, you will be held responsible.
But I still have the right, so do the citizens have the right to know what you're...
No, they don't.
Oh, no, they don't.
No, they don't. They absolutely do not. Not in a republic, sir.
Can we get Homeland Security? Let's get Homeland Security. Well, all the terrorist stuff going on these days.
Oh, don't pull that crap. How many...
People get very nervous about people flying things over them.
It's not... I didn't fly my UAV over anybody.
Oh. You're sure?
I'm positive.
You're sure
and it's on...
You couldn't see it?
Well, I'm not going to say anything else, but I can prove it. I have actual proof that I did not.
Video on there.
I don't answer any questions. I can't film what?
You can't film people.
I can film anything I see from public space.
Your public space, not its public space.
As long as I'm in public space.
You or the it?
I'm not going to answer any questions.
Oh, yeah, right, because you know the
It's going to be up for my attorney to decide.
The answer for that. That can't be a private space.
And you're basing that off what statute, sir?
I will get that for you.
But see, you have to know this stuff before you can detain me.
No, because it's suspicious activity.
Suspicious activity is not reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime.
Sir, it is too.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Just two guys talking. Two guys talking. Okay. If I think it's suspicious, okay, I see a guy walking down the street in a long overcoat on this hot day. Just walking, minding his own business. If I find that suspicious, does that give you a right to detain them?
I could stop and ask him.
And if they don't want to cooperate, can you legally detain them?
No.
Exactly, and that's the same thing we have here.
Flying a thing with witnesses.
That's the same thing we have here. You have to know the crime that you suspect me of committing.
I'm trying to say.
If you don't like something, that doesn't mean you can detain somebody for it.
I don't personally care. It's not my job.
I would like to be on my way once again.
Okay, you will be in a minute.
Listen, dude, if you're flying your drone over a private business and private property, it's considered trespass. Okay? So we have a reasonable right to privacy in our private property. It's like if you're flying over like someone's backyard. That's what we want to know. If you're just.
But you guys are public servants on the job. The public has a right to film. It's plenty of court cases out there.
Yeah, we're just making like. You can film whatever you want.
Exactly. So what are we doing here? Why have I been detained?
Because we were making sure that you're not flying over private property. There's like a reasonable expectation of privacy on the private. It's like you flying.
Whose building is this?
This is the Orange County Sheriff's.
Exactly. And who pays for everything? Your uniform, your squad cars, and pays the rent for this spot. The public does, which makes it de facto public property. I can walk into your offices if I have business. I have business here today.
And what would that business be?
Exactly what you're seeing right now. I have business here.
I don't know what it is.
I have business here. So without permission, I can come on this property if I want to, because it's public. So there is no expectation of privacy in public. You understand that?
No, I understand.
Okay.
There's a certain place where it's opened up to the public, okay?
Okay.
But you can't go in the back where it's private, okay? Like
I didn't go in the back.
That's what I mean, but we don't know what you're filming in the back. You know, there's a portion of this building that is private.
I see where he's trying to go with this.
Hey, okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Have you ever went to Google Earth or Google Maps or Street View?
I get that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You realize anything that I take with this or with this it is exactly the same. It is exactly the same. Before I came here, I looked it up. I saw the squad cars. I could see further than I could see from the sidewalk.
So by that mentality, this going in someone's backyard is the same as looking on Google Earth in their backyard. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Because you don't know.
Okay. Well, we pretty much, if you guys want it to stop, if you guys want me to go, I'll be more than happy to go. All I want to know is if I'm being released or if I'm going to be further detained, which I feel is an unlawful detainment on this time. And I will be looking to not only file complaints against the officer that detained me illegally, in my opinion.
That would be your opinion.
But I'm going to need, I'm sorry, that you are, how do you pronounce that? I don't want to offend you.
I don't want to answer that question.
S-C-H-N-E-B-L-Y, Deputy Sheriff K. Gotcha.
Your attempt to intimidate us.
I'm not trying to intimidate. We're just talking.
Oh, you're trying to intimidate.
We're just talking, aren't we?
You're filming him. You're just spelling out his name.
We're just talking.
You're trying to file a lawsuit.
I'm not trying to do anything, but if I need to correct problems, it seems if you have to, if there's a problem, and that's the only recourse a person has to correct the problem. I'm just saying, if there is a problem, and there's only one way to correct the problem.
Here's my question.
In my opinion. Can I go now?
Are you going to leave?
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Do you leave in Lakeport?
I'm leaving.
Okay.
It's hot. I've done what I needed to do.
It's hot.
I mean, I have a blog. I was going to write up a nice... I was actually at Aliso Viejo yesterday.
Why don't you just ask for permission?
I don't need to. People shouldn't have to.
Why would you not want to? Why would you not want to cooperate with
okay.
society?
All right.
Why
All
would
right.
you want to
I'm about to leave, but I'm going to leave you with one thing here.
Okay.
The Constitution of the United States.
I'm not a constitutional lawyer, so I couldn't comment. All right.
I'll just let you guys go.
All right.
I'm going to be on my way. Am I no longer being detained?
That is correct.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Are you going to document the time that you detained me and that I've been released?
Yes.
Okay. Did you write down what time you officially detained me? Did you write down what time you officially detained me?
I released. If you tell me who, then I promise to put your name.
It may be any. It may be. Oh, my name's out there. Okay.
I'm not out there.
Call. If you look at that Aliso Viejo. If you look at that Aliso Viejo video, there's a follow-up to what I called the Captain Copic, maybe.
Okay. What day was that?
A few days after the Aliso Viejo incident.
When was the Aliso Viejo incident?
Well, you should know.
Okay. That happened last year.
Okay. Anyways, I spoke to him before I even got into my concern over all the cars and the following. He knew my name. He knew exactly who I was. So I'm in the system apparently for filming public officials while they're doing their job. I mean, so if you really wanted to know who I am, there's ways you can do it, and you know.
You and I have already spent a lot of time here that we didn't need to spend, right?
Yeah. And did you get what you were after?
In a way, yes.
Yeah, but in a way, no, right?
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. So what was the point?
Well, no.
What was the point of coming out here and talking to me?
Because when the citizens call in a complaint, we have to investigate. You refused to help us investigate, so it took long.
Exactly. And why would anybody refuse? Why would anybody not refuse to possibly self-incriminate themselves?
But
even you yourself on tape admitted that you don't know exactly you're investigating, and you won't be able to do your job and investigate to possibly charge me with something unless I cooperate. So why would I cooperate with that?
No, your cooperating had nothing to do with...
We have to agree to disagree, okay?
We agree to disagree, all right.
How do you pronounce Worry?
Close enough.
Is that an L or an I?
I don't know.
A J?
You're leaving now?
I'm leaving, but would you shake my hand?
Sure will.
And say, have a nice day?
Don't take this wrong, but I'm right-handed and I can't...
Not a problem. I appreciate you, gentlemen.
All right.
You guys are going to be YouTube stars, all right?
I don't really want to be a YouTube star.
Maybe. I haven't decided yet.
Well,
all right?
Not.
This is just for personal. This is personal use, but if I decide to share, we'll see what happens. All right? You gentlemen have a nice day and stay safe. And again, I like the BDUs. I do.
Okay.
Two 559-134-5360. I was detained, in my opinion, unlawfully.
In the world of wedges, there's one name trusted more than any other. Introducing Vokey Design SM7 wedges, crafted to provide control, consistency, and versatility for any player, any shot, anywhere. Vokey wedges, the best in the game, from the game's greatest wedge maker.
So, since we're friends now...
Well, maybe that'd be a stretch. Maybe acquaintance.
We're acquaintances now. What's in the case?
I invoke and refuse to waive my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
What kind of case is that? Looks like a gun case to me.
I invoke and refuse to waive my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Anyway.
Videos uploaded by the Junkyard News are made possible by viewers like you. You can support this channel by hitting the thumbs up, sharing our videos, or just hitting the support button on our channel page. You can also donate through our GoFundMe link provided in the description box. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at the Junkyard News.
What was that? What do I got in this case? I say none of your business. I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions. That's okay.
I mean, it's on camera. Why not?
Huh?
Why not? It's on camera.
Well, I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Go ahead and talk. If you want to be on camera, go ahead and talk.
Okay. Are you part of any kind of organized group?
I don't answer questions.
Hey, no, you're well within your right to be walking down the street. I just wondering if you're going to talk to me or not.
I don't answer questions.
So you don't want to talk, I mean, do you want to talk to me? I understand.
What would be the point?
Well, because this is what you're doing. You're trying to make a point, right? So
no.
Nobody.
I'm just walking. I'm just going about my day.
I understand what's going on here, so I was wondering if you wanted to talk to me. If you absolutely don't want to talk to me, then that's fine.
You're more than welcome to have a conversation with me. Well,
I can't have a conversation with somebody who's saying that they don't want to talk to me.
I don't see where it would benefit me in having any type of a conversation with a law enforcement officer.
Well, it could, because if you put that on YouTube, it could show that, hey, we're both on the same page.
As long as I don't have to answer any questions.
Okay, so are you telling me that you don't want to talk to me at all?
I don't answer questions
whatsoever. Yeah, but you keep saying the same thing over and over again, so you really don't want to have a...
I invoke and refuse to waive my Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, and First Amendment rights.
Do you understand that you are trying to make a point?
I'm not. I'm just walking down the street.
But you won't talk to me. So what I'm telling you is, obviously you're within your right? Why not have a conversation with me if you're going to do this for your own, you know?
If you have something to say, I'd be more than willing to listen.
But you want... Everything is a question. I'm just wondering what's going on, or if you're trying to do what you're trying to do today, which is well within your right.
The only thing that I stated and will continue to state is I just went for a walk today.
So, what's in the case?
I don't answer questions.
What's his name?
Hey, how's it going?
Going well, sir.
Doing pretty good.
I recognize, I couldn't think of the name.
I don't think I've ever met you, though.
No. To me, don't have that pointed at me.
No, I don't think we've met before. No, I know a lot of people in the city.
Oh, okay.
I've not officially met you.
Just by name, so you know people, everybody by name.
I've been out here a long time. Yeah, you just live up the street, don't you?
I don't answer questions.
But anyway, so all right, dude. So hey, listen, it's officially good to finally meet with you.
Not a problem.
I've been out here a long time. I have not met with you.
Gutierrez?
Yes, sir.
And how do you pronounce that? It's, oh, is that a body cam? Is that a body cam? When did Orange County Sheriff start wearing body cams? I like it. Can I be on body cam? Can I like stand in front of you and take my picture?
Yeah,
you guys love to take my picture.
Audio recorder, yes.
Yeah, audio. You guys love to take my picture.
So I'm guessing that there's roads
Again,
in there.
I don't feel comfortable with that thinking.
A case?
No.
A case pointed at you.
There you go.
Yeah, okay. Just a case. That's all. As far as anybody's concerned, that's all it is right now, is a case. That's closed case, which is protected by the 4th Amendment.
So, since we're friends now...
Well, maybe that'd be a stretch. Maybe acquaintance.
We're acquaintances now. What's in the case?
I invoke and refuse to waive my 5th Amendment right to remain silent.
What kind of case is that? It looks like a gun case to me.
I invoke and refuse to waive my 5th Amendment right to remain silent.
Anyways.
So, I'm going to go ahead and ask you a question now. Am I being detained or am I free to go?
No, again, when you rewind...
Am I being detained? I'm asking you that now.
Well, I'm going to answer your question.
Okay.
When you rewind your tape, you'll know that I've already answered that question, telling you that you are free to do anything you want right at this moment. We understand the rules on that. So, does that answer your question, or do you want me to officially answer?
I would like an official answer to am I being detained or am I free to go?
Okay, I already said you're free to go.
All right.
But since we're friends, I just want
acquaintance, maybe.
When are we going to be friends? Since we're friends, I was
acquaintance, maybe.
When are we going to be friends?
I don't know. Can I get your last name, sir? Lamberta. Oh, that's nice.
You know what? We're regular people too.
I know you guys are. You guys have always been cool with me.
We're regular people too. So if you ever want to invite us over for dinner, we could have a long conversation.
I'm offended. Where's Perez at? Where's Perez at?
Famous Perez?
Yeah, famous Perez, huh?
Yeah.
Where's Perez at?
So, if you ever want to invite us to dinner, the address is 100 Avenue, Presidio, okay? Send the invitation there. Come after work, we'll all hang out and have a good, have a nice...
We're always open.
A picnic?
Okay.
You have a nice picnic? Yeah, there's a park right down the street. We could have a picnic, huh?
You're going to go on a stroll?
Yeah, like I said, just going for a walk.
Well, you know, people are going to call.
I don't know why. It's no different than a briefcase. No different than a purse.
Well, you seem like an intelligent guy, and I think you do know why. So I'm just letting you know. All right.
I think it's kind of a shame where people get paranoid over just a piece of cloth. I mean,
California.
California?
California. And,
Occupied California?
And we have a lot of people that like to call and that might not understand a lot of things. So.
Well, you know, you could do me one favor. Depending on if they requested contact, you may want to inform them and actually teach them that you made contact with the person that they called about, and they were not breaking any laws.
You know, I could do that for you because you seem respectful, you seem cool.
I mean, if people don't get informed, you guys are going to keep coming out to calls like this, right?
Well, yeah, I mean.
So why don't we solve the problem and teach that person that?
It'd be difficult because I guarantee other people are going to call also. But
then we'll go through that step again until we teach them all, right?
I could do that for you.
We could teach them all.
I could totally do that. So what is in the case? Since I'm doing you.
I don't answer questions.
You've been answering about 20 of my questions. So.
I don't know about that. Okay. So that's my catch-all.
All right. Well, anyways.
You seem like a good guy, Gutierrez.
I appreciate it. All right, so you're not going to tell me what's in there, but I'll tell you, just be careful. Don't point it any direction. Walking down the street, whatever.
I'm just carrying a case. That's all I'm carrying.
Okay. Things change if it starts accidentally swinging and pointing in directions.
A case? If a case by itself, I will beg to differ on that matter.
Okay. just hopefully no one feels threatened. If we didn't get any threatened calls saying that they feel threatened in any way.
I would hope not with the case.
But if they did, then obviously we got to investigate further.
You can go ahead and investigate further as long as my rights aren't violated, which includes the 4th Amendment.
All right, buddy. Well, again, you are free to go, or you can stand here on the corner. Are we done? Do you want to talk some more? Or?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'll continue my walk.
Send out that invitation to me, and we'll have a nice talk and get to know each other a little better. All right?
No problem.
All right, man.
You guys have a nice, safe rest of your evening.
I'm going to talk to my partner. You're going to hang out, or you're going to keep going?
I'll step away. And if you guys want to just kick back for a minute, I have no problem because I like to record public officials in public anyways.
Yeah.
You guys said you guys were just going to hang out and talk to you amongst yourselves. I'm just recording public officials out in public.
We've been cool with each other. Now it looks like you're just trying to annoy. But that's cool. You can do what you want. I'm just saying, you're, again, well within your right. I'm just saying. If we're
You going to take off? We'll see you later, man. Or he doesn't want to block traffic anymore. Have a good one. Kind of a gloomy day in Laguna Beach, California. Got a little rain earlier this morning in some areas. Going for a walk.
One of those open carry guys? Is that what the story is?
I don't answer questions, man.
No?
No.
You got a rifle in there?
I don't answer questions, man.
Is it loaded?
I don't answer questions.
No questions.
I don't answer questions.
No questions, officer.
Officer attempted to stop me and talk to me and question me while out for a walk, gathering content for a story. Look at that, that's a cool piece of machinery right there. It's got the American flag and the eagle on it. It's pretty fitting. America, land of the free, home of the brave. Oh, I don't answer questions.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good, how about you? Hang on a second.
Am I being detained?
I am detaining you.
Under what suspicion of what crime?
Stop.
I wonder what
This
suspicion.
is not a question. First, I'm telling you are being detained. We can discuss the legalities of it in a moment.
Fine.
But I want you to know you're being detained.
As long as I'm not free to go, I will not resist that.
And that's my whole concern, is to make sure you're safe and the public's safe, because obviously everybody thinks you're carrying a loaded rifle. If this is a test,
their assumption has no bearing on me, so.
Okay, but it has a bearing on me.
Okay.
Okay, so that's why I'm stopping to make sure that you're not going to go start shooting people.
Can you identify yourself to me?
George Ramos.
Do you have a shield number or an employee number or anything?
Employee number is 26834.
I appreciate that, sir.
Okay.
What can I do for you today?
Want to make sure you're safe and not out to hurt anybody. That's it.
Just going for a walk, man. Gathering content for a story. I'm an independent journalist.
And that's what I figured. Okay? But at the same time, I got a responsibility to make sure people aren't freaking out that you're walking down the road with a loaded rifle.
I can't be concerned with how people react to stupid things. So.
You don't have to worry about it. I have to worry about the concerns of the public.
As long as you follow the law, I have no problem with it.
I totally understand. I have no problem with you walking around with a rifle. My concern.
Don't answer questions.
That's fine. My concern is other people's reactions, making sure that they don't, like this guy just said, you got a loaded rifle? They freak out and do something.
Assumptions, you know?
Again, but I want to make sure they don't hurt you either.
Yeah.
That you're a bad guy.
I can appreciate that.
That's my concern, okay? So I'm assuming if there's anything in there, it's not dangerous to the public?
I don't answer questions, sir.
I'm really trying to just let this thing work out like it's supposed to.
I know, but if I'm going to uphold one of my rights, I'm going to uphold all my rights.
Okay.
And I do not consent to this detainment. Okay. I do not consent to questioning, and I will not answer any questions. Am I free to leave?
Not yet.
Okay. You realize that any unconsented search of my person or property would be a violation of my Fourth Amendment rights.
Unless I have reasonable suspicion to believe that
articulable, reasonable suspicion of a crime.
Correct.
Unless somebody has called you and told you that they actually saw a dangerous item, there is no reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime.
Is it reasonable for me to assume that since you're walking down the street carrying a rifle?
A case which could have anything in it.
And that's what I just said. A rifle case.
It could be no different than a briefcase, no different than a briefcase, a backpack, or anything. So just because it looks like something doesn't mean that's what's in it.
Absolutely. I agree.
We can agree on that.
Agree.
Okay. Did anybody call you or concerned that they actually...
with this guy right here.
Okay.
Down on another stop on the street. What's their concern?
Oh, they have a concern. Well, they have nothing to worry about. I'm just going for a walk. Well, we're in America, right?
Yes, we are.
Land of the free, home of the brave.
Absolutely.
We all swore an oath. We all swore an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States.
You understand that in the context of San Bernardino, people have some legitimate...
I don't want to hear anything about that crap. Anything. You know what our founding fathers said?
What was that?
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
If tyranny and oppression come to this land, it'll be in the guise of fighting a foreign enemy. What's that tell you right there?
Understandable.
I hold that very dear, and I think it's very true.
Okay.
Because the fear of some outside force or influence or inside force influence is not a reason to curtail the rights of any individual, in my opinion. And other than that, that's the last statement I'm going to make. Am I free to go?
No, you are not free to go yet.
Okay. I do not consent to any searches or seizures of my property.
I am first going to try to identify who you are.
Am I in violation of a crime?
You are being detained at this time.
Under what reasonable, articulable suspicion of what crime?
My reasonable reason for stopping you right now is the belief that in your rifle case is a rifle.
And what gave you that suspicion?
Because it's a rifle case, and if it looks
just
like a duck,
case.
It's probably a duck. If it's not a duck,
your hunch, the Supreme Court and the courts have ruled that your hunch...
It's not a hunch.
It is a hunch.
It is reasonable to believe that someone walking down the street with a rifle case that is weighted has a rifle in it. That is reasonable. It's not.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Reasonable.
So you've detained me.
Yes, I already explained that to you.
I don't believe it's a lawful detainment.
Okay, and that would be something that would be discussed further on down the road.
Understood.
Right now, I'm trying to minimize this detention and let you get on your way because I have no desire.
I do not consent to any searches or seizures of my property, once again, which includes my person's papers and effects.
However, because I have detained you in a manner I believe is lawful, I have a right to identify you. So I'm asking you for your either identification or your name and birthday so we can verify who you are.
Well, I can't consent.
It wasn't a question of consent.
I can't consent.
I'm telling you I believe it's a lawful detention, and I am telling you that I'm asking for that.
Well, if it goes anything, if I feel my rights get violated, then it'll have to work itself out in the courts, and then it could flip the bill for the city of Laguna Beach to be paid a hefty amount.
That is possible.
Because this type of activity is protected. There's already been case law on it, and the Supreme Court has already ruled. I am not going to cite. I don't answer questions.
Okay.
But I know, I've read. I will not. I refuse to identify myself under this, in my opinion, unlawful detention.
Okay. So if we disagree on the detention, whether it's lawful or not,
I have to go.
If it's lawful, then the next step for me would be to take you into custody to identify you. Because if it's a lawful detention, you do have to identify yourself. If you want to push it to that limit, that's up to you. I don't want to. But I have
why
to
do I need to, why do I need to be identified?
Because I have lawfully detained you, and I now have a right to identify who it is that I'm working with.
But what?
Who I'm talking to, I should say.
But from one human being to the other, have I done anything wrong?
Right now, I'm stopping you on a suspicion that you're carrying a rifle, whether loaded or not, I do not know, and I'm not going to check it right now because that's your right. Not something I have a real right to do at this moment, but I do have a right to identify who I'm talking to find out whether you're a felon, whether you're prohibited from carrying a weapon.
Being a felon is not a default status in this country. The courts have ruled against that already.
You are a convicted felon. You may not possess a firearm in
Unless
California.
you know I'm a felon already and have pre-knowledge of that, that would be the exception to that. But being a felon is not a default status.
Well, being a felon would make you in violation. Whether or not I know you are a felon is
so you can't use that.
Whether or not I arrest you or not.
But that is not cause to...
But I do have a right to identify you.
What would be the point, though?
To determine whether or not you are, one, legal to carry a loaded weapon or a rifle in any form. Actually,
would it help if I told you that I am unarmed?
Well, that would help, yes. And I have a...
Could I be free to be on my way if I was to admit to being unarmed?
Well, just admitting to it would be, let's say you were a felon and you told me you didn't have a gun. I would be remiss in my duties to go, that's fine, when you're carrying a rifle case. Now, if I identify you and you're not a felon, you are legal to carry a firearm.
What county are we in, sir?
Orange.
I would like to, you have stripes. What's your rank?
Sergeant.
Okay. Being that I'm in Orange County, I'd like to request Orange County Sheriff's Deputy here.
They have that right.
I would like to request Orange County Sheriff's.
I believe that, but you do not have that right.
I understood, but we are in the county of Orange County.
Yes, we are in the city of Laguna Beach.
And in my opinion, as far as I know, the buck stops with the Orange County Sheriffs.
It's going to stop with me.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like an Orange County Sheriff's here.
I understand that.
A deputy sheriff.
Happen. If by chance you were to get arrested, then you might meet an Orange County deputy sheriff. I'm hoping it does not go there. I do not want to escalate this. I want to do my job. And
I tell you what.
Good person.
In my right back pocket is my wallet with my identification.
Okay.
I will not consent. I will not give it to you. But if you feel the need to identify me that strongly, you know where my ID is. But I will not voluntarily give it to you, and I will not resist you retrieving that.
I do not need your ID. I need your name and your birthday. You can tell it to me.
My ID.
I have no desire to go into your personal
ID.
If you don't want me to.
My ID and all the information that you think you are entitled to.
Okay.
Is in my back right pocket.
But at the same time, you're telling me not to take it.
I don't consent. But if you feel you have the right to ID me, that is where my ID is.
I do have the right to ID you. I don't necessarily have the right to take your property. That's what you're telling me to do and not to do.
I am informing you of where identification is on my person.
So if I ask you your name, what is your name, sir?
I invoke and refuse to waive my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Well, your Fifth Amendment right is for self-incrimination.
I invoke and refuse to waive my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
So is telling me your name going to incriminate you in a crime?
I invoke and refuse to waive my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Okay. So you're telling me your ID is in the back pocket?
I invoke and refuse to waive my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Would you like me to set this case down?
If you'd like, that's fine. Actually, if you do, I don't want you to stand in the driveway. I want to go over there by the wall so we're not blocking their driveway. That helped a lot. And I appreciate that. No weapons on you then?
I am unarmed.
Okay. Since you have convinced me you don't have a loaded firearm in there, since it fell to the ground like a piece of cotton, you may go on your way, sir.
I am no longer being detained.
You are no longer being detained.
Thank you, sir. You have a very nice day.
You too. Thank you very much for this lesson.
Please have people call.
so that's why. Show up, make sure everything's good, and then take it off.
Huh?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Just taking some pics and video. Of anything I can see from public.
That's not allowed.
Nah, it's perfectly allowed. It's sad that you don't know the laws, man. You gotta educate yourself.
Videotape me all you want, but that's not allowed. I'm gonna park on the side of the road over here, but you can get these.
We just had people calling and they're concerned. There's nothing wrong with you being out here, so that's why. Show up, make sure everything's good, and then take it off.
I am not violating any U.S. code from standing on a public access area, a public sidewalk, filming anything I can see from public, from that vantage point. No hard feelings, man. What'd they say? I guess somebody's been taught now. Guess somebody just learned something today. Education. He's not happy with the fact that I was right. Hey, he's got freedom of speech. He wants to call me every foul name in the dictionary. That's his right. He's got freedom of speech, just like everybody else does. He has a right to his opinion, and I have a right to mine. And there they go.
Videos uploaded by the Junkyard News are helped in part by viewers just like you. You can show your support for this channel by clicking the thumbs up, sharing our videos, or hitting that all-important support button on our channel page. Don't want to miss a video or a story? Make sure to check us out and like us on Facebook at the Junkyard News.
Maybe if I down this just a little bit more.
How you doing today?
Doing good, man. What's going on? Mind if I snap a couple pictures?
You got a call you filming the engine control point, and I was just wondering what's going on.
Nothing, just out here taking pictures.
Just taking pictures? Mm-hmm. All right. Can you do me a favor and keep your hands out of your pockets, please?
I mean, I'm out in public. Am I doing anything wrong? Am I doing anything wrong? I know you might feel uneasy about my hand in my pocket, but I can assure you I'm unarmed. Okay?
It's just because I feel uneasy about it, sir.
Well, you got all types of weapons and equipment on you.
I understand that.
You got your hand on a taser, it looks like.
This is just how I stand right here, sir.
Yeah, I might feel uncomfortable with that.
If you don't feel comfortable, I can stand just like this.
And then since you did that for me, I'll take my hand out of my pocket.
All right.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
That's very cordial. I really do appreciate that.
Yes, sir. So why were you recording the debate?
At this point, I don't want to answer any questions. Is there some issue with public photography?
Give me 1 second. I'm just going to talk to somebody else right now, all right?
No worries, man. Not much. Not much.
Can I shake your hand?
You want to shake my hand?
Sure.
I appreciate it.
My name's Officer Coyman.
Nice to meet you.
PMO here on Camp Pendleton. Okay. What's going on?
Just out enjoying the day, man.
Did you drive over here or you walk?
That I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay. All right.
I won't be as polite and nice as I can be, but
that's what we're going to do too.
Yeah, no, hey, and I appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I noticed that the asphalt coloring has changed. Is that a property boundary line?
That I am not sure.
As far as where I'm standing, as far as you could tell, in your opinion, am I on a public access area? Am I on a public sidewalk?
We're just coming out here to see what you're up to.
Well, I'm not asking you. You have an opinion, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Where am I standing? Am I on a standing? Would you consider this a public sidewalk?
This one, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. Thank you. That's all I asked.
Are both of those cameras on?
I don't want to answer that question.
Very well.
What's up, guy? You've been really nice. I appreciate that.
That's all. Have you been here before?
At this very spot where I'm standing? No, I've never been here before.
Any of the other gates?
I choose not to answer that question.
Right. You live around here?
I choose not to answer that question.
Do you have a name?
I choose not to answer that question.
Very well. See this out?
Dude, standing on a public sidewalk in free America, just enjoying the scenery and gathering content for a story.
What's the story for? Are you a writer or something?
I have lots of stuff. I'll answer that. I run a YouTube page. I run a blog. I run a Facebook page. If you had to guess, what would your guess be? From what I'm doing right now, if you had to guess, what would that guess be? Come on.
It could be about a million things.
Well, let's hear some opinion.
It could be that you're filming the trees and someone said that you're filming the gate, but you're actually filming trees.
Could be anything. Now, you bring up an interesting point. Now, if I was filming trees and I panned the trees and I did get footage of a controlled entry point from a public advantage spot, do you think that's illegal? Is there any crime in that?
I wouldn't be able to answer that.
I got you. Understandable. Are you like a gate guard or?
No, I'm not a gate guard.
You're not a gate guard? Are you like an MP? Or, do you mind me asking? Oh, so are you an actual military police?
You can finish it and then you can take off.
Person of authority? Are you like his ranking officer?
I'm not directly in charge, but I just got word from my supervisor who's on his way out here that he can take off. We don't need everybody out here. One of us is about to take off as well. So.
No worries. I appreciate you guys coming out and saying hi. It's very nice.
We just have people calling and they're concerned. There's nothing wrong with you being out here, so that's why. Show up, make sure everything's good, and then take off.
I have heard people mention a U.S. Code 795, blah, 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 about sketching and photographing installations.
As long as you're not crossing over the line.
Okay. I really appreciate you saying that. Can I shake your hand? Is it, what's your rank? Corporal? Butler. I really appreciate that. Thank you, man. Photography's not a crime, man. And I'm not here to cause problems.
We're not here to instigate any problems either.
I appreciate that. And I hope you have a nice rest of your day.
How long do you plan on staying out here?
I won't answer that. I wasn't planning on being here that long. I just wanted to, snap some quick video and some photographs. You never know.
We know it.
You never know. But in any event, guys, I appreciate you. You guys have been nice, cordial, curious. I can understand your curiosity. I got no ill will, man. I'm just out here taking some pics and video, and I'll be on my way shortly. All right? Sergeant? Have a good day, sir. You too, man. Hey, too good. Yeah, if you don't mind the camera. All right. I'm just, I'm right on. I'm gone. guys stay safe. Have a nice day, okay? One more handshake?
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate you, man. I do. You too. You guys did a great job.
Make sure you're safe wherever you find across the street.
I tip my hats to those guys, man. They did a good job. Outstanding. Huh? Just taking some pics and video. Of anything I can see from public. No, it's perfectly allowed. It's sad that you don't know the laws, man. You got to educate yourself.
Videotape me all you want, but that's not allowed. I'm gonna park on the side of the road over here. I'm gonna get these.
They just came out and said I'm fine. All right. Yeah, at least he's using the crosswalk. Yeah, he's going up to the gate. What'd they say? I guess somebody's been taught now. Guess somebody just learned something today. Education.
Yeah. So you're just videotaping the parking lot and everything else that's going on around here?
Can you identify yourself?
Hi.
How you doing? Can you identify yourself to me?
Detective Kababa.
Nice to meet you. And your name again was?
Officer McKean.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So we're just curious.
Nice facility.
Yeah, it is.
Mission Branch, Oceanside Public Library. Yep, an actual payphone. It's a rare breed. Non-emergency police assistance or emergency police assistance dial 911 on the payphone. Interesting. Lobby business hours, Monday, Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Here's another placard. The dedication. Chief of Police, Frank McCoy. All persons and their possessions are subject to search while in the police facility. Interesting. Incorporated 1888. Service with pride. That's interesting. Looks like we got a parking lot with cruisers. See some motorcycles in the back. OPD investigations and administration. Separate building. OPD investigations and administrations. Oceanside Police Department Investigations Division. Frank S. McCoy, Chief of Police. Lobby hours. All persons and their possessions are subject to search while inside the police facility. So your Fourth Amendment ends as soon as you walk through the door. That's interesting.
Hey, my name is Officer McKean with the Oceanside Police Department. I'm just checking out to see what's going on here.
It's a beautiful day.
What's that?
Beautiful day in Oceanside.
Yeah, it is. So I'm just curious. You're more than welcome to videotape and anything. I just want to know if there's anything else we can help you with.
No, it's just a great day to be out and about.
Yeah. So you're just videotaping the parking lot and everything else that's going on around here?
Can you identify yourself?
Hi.
How you doing? Can you identify yourself to me?
Detective Bob.
Nice to meet you. And your name again was?
Officer McKean.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So we're just curious.
Nice facility.
Yeah, it is.
Interesting that it's located in like a shopping center.
Yeah. Yeah. We had to take what was available at the time.
Very open to the public. It's nice. It brings
it's a Miller's Outpost.
Kind of like a community.
Yeah,
it can be
like a Miller's Outpost and a grocery store.
It's like a very, here we are. How can we help you?
Yeah.
We're not hidden back in some business park somewhere. You drive by and it's like it's no different than a shopping, any other shopping center.
Yeah.
It's like a Miller's Outpost or a Vaughn's or things like that.
What's your name, bud?
I don't answer questions.
Man, we did. Told you my name. That's, what kind of friendly relationship can we have?
No offense, man. I just don't answer questions.
Well, man, that's kind of unique. I mean, I answered questions. So
I appreciate that coming from a public servant. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate you coming out here. Appreciate what we have here.
I like the dedication.
Yeah,
I got some good pictures of the dedication.
Yeah, that's very good. So I was just curious, and it's a security thing for us. So we're just asking. I mean, you're videotaping, kind of our normal everyday procedure, which is fine. We're not trying to hide anything, but we just like to identify people that are doing that in case we need to do some type of follow-on investigation. That's all. So you don't want to provide us your name at all?
Although I can appreciate that, it's not something I want to participate in at this time.
Okay. Well, are there any other questions or anything I can help you with?
I was thinking, is there any type of more type of dedication or memorial or display in the lobby of the actual police department that's available for viewing?
Yeah, you could probably go right in there. And
I did notice a marquee on the door that in the public when you first go into the door, it's a public lobby. All right.
Okay.
It is a public lobby. But I noticed on the I noticed on the marquee there was a declaration.
All right. Yeah.
There was a declaration that anybody entering through the doors is subject to
a search.
To a search.
Yeah. It's a safety issue. That's all right, but I already got your picture. You're good.
It's not a problem.
So we're in a public venue. So that's it. All right, bud. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Now, is that a department issue or is that a personal phone?
No, it's a personal phone.
Okay, please make sure it's available for public records requests.
Yeah, it will be. Okay, bud. You have a good day.
You too.
Thanks.
The detective felt it necessary to take my photograph. I will be filing a public records request for that photo. Hope it does me justice.
If you want to find all the cops, they're hanging out in the donut shop.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, my name's Bernie. I'm just with UPS.
How you doing, Bernie?
All right. Is there a reason why you're videotaping our door or our gate entrance?
I usually don't answer questions, but I'll let you know. I got no ill will, man.
I know.
I just want to get some video clips for a story I'm working on.
Oh, okay.
Get some trucks coming in and out.
Absolutely. I mean, we see something out of the norm, so we just make sure that we make contact. Do you have a name?
I don't give that type of information.
Okay.
Just
all right, thanks a lot.
investigative journalist. I did see on the a couple stories coming out about UPS. Christmas time is a very high time for package theft. This hub is participating in any type of like tracking devices in packages to try to prevent theft.
Unfortunately, I'm not obligated, or I'm not allowed to state that, so I'm not one of our public relations officers.
Okay.
So I'm actually.
Is there one here at the hub?
You know, we have one here because we actually have our region office here with the district.
Okay.
So there's two divisions here. So I'm sure we have someone, but like I say, if you give me your name, I could have someone contact you. But if not,
well, hey, they can come out and talk to me if they want.
Yeah, but they're not here though. I mean, I have to call them when I say someone's out here. You know what I mean?
Well, if they're oh, okay. You said it was like, oh wait. I got a cam back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have to do this, for myself.
If we got a cam back, then I'm going to go ahead and
no problem.
Go ahead and do that.
Oh, that's fine. Like I said, that's fine. All right, thank you very much.
No
Appreciate
worries.
your time.
As soon as I saw him whip out the phone, I dropped down my face mask. My hat here has a hunting face mask to kind of keep my privacy. Yeah, there's no expectation of privacy out in public. So if you want to keep your individual privacy out in public, you need to take steps in instituting that, as I have done. As soon as he whipped out his phone to take a photo, I dropped the mask down. How you like that? Is that a request? Well, I'll tell you what, I'll show you. Cigarettes.
Okay.
Nothing in there. So I'm going to leave my hand in my pocket just because I feel like it.
Can I pat you down for weapons?
No, you can't.
Okay.
I don't consent to searches.
So why are you filming UPS?
Independent journalists gathering content for a story.
Okay. You're on the sidewalk across from, so public sidewalk, right?
Yes, sir.
You a Chiefs fan?
Oh, heck yeah. I'll answer that question. Love those Chiefs, man. Big game Thursday night.
That's cool. So what's with masks? It's hot outside.
It is kind of pretty warm. I didn't have it down for a while. But you know, there's no expectation of privacy in public unless you go ahead and try to safeguard your privacy yourself.
Dude, I could care less.
And I didn't drop it down until somebody came out and tried to cam back me. So once they tried to take my picture, I decided to keep my anonymity.
Well, dude, you're in this country. If you want to look silly, you go ahead and look silly. What's the ISIS for? Is that...
You want to read it? I'm proud of that patch.
No kill limits, weapons eligible. On a Chiefs jacket? You ruined the Chiefs jacket? Come on, that was a good jacket.
Well, you don't like the patch?
No, not on that jacket.
What is the patch? Do you know what the patch is?
What?
Did you read the whole patch?
No kill limits, weapons eligible, expiration never.
Yeah, but what is the big... There should be some big letters on there. What's the title of the patch? Can you see it?
Hunting permit. Unlimited... Oh, I see.
You got it?
Oh, I'm putting 2 and 2 together.
Now you're putting... Oh, we got...
Gotcha.
We got more?
Is he okay? Yeah, he's okay. Alright, sir, if you... Go ahead. There's nothing I can tell you to do. If you want to film, go ahead. Just letting you know they were making them uncomfortable. They asked you if you could leave. Until
They never asked me that.
What?
If
they asked you to leave, will you?
if. Oh, yeah. They never asked.
If they asked you to leave, will you?
If I was to somehow wander on their property, of course. I don't want to trespass.
See ya.
Have a good one. Wave. Cam back alert. Gonna be requesting that. I was nice to him, he was nice to me. Hey, I like that. You stay safe now. You gotta wave. Hi. I appreciate your professionalism as well.
No worries.
Videos uploaded by the Junkyard News are helped in part by viewers just like you. You can show your support for this channel by clicking the thumbs up, sharing our videos, or hitting that all-important support button on our channel page. Don't want to miss a video or a story? Make sure to check us out and like us on Facebook at the Junkyard News.
You're in this country. If you want to look silly, you go ahead and look silly.
One of our employees saw you out here wondering what you're doing.
Just exactly what it looks like. It's never been to the area before.
Are you living for it or no?
I don't answer questions.
Huh?
I don't want to answer any questions.
Okay.
Wait, now we gotta get both together now. Ready to smile? I count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Smile. What about you? You want to get in on the group photo?
I'm good, thank you.
Hey, what's your name, bud?
Does that matter?
Yeah.
Videos uploaded by the Junkyard News are helped in part by viewers just like you. Don't want to miss a video or a story? Make sure to check us out and like us on Facebook at the Junkyard News.
That was too
Almost
quick.
got me. You
That
did
was
too
too
slow.
quick. Too quick.
Too slow.
1.
Go a little faster.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Small. Thank you.
Gotcha.
What's going on?
What's happening there? One of our employees saw you out here, wondering what you're doing.
Just exactly what it looks like. It's never been to the area before.
Oh, do you live in Corona or no?
I don't answer questions.
Huh?
I don't want to answer any questions.
Okay.
How's your day been? Slow day?
Just starting.
Just starting?
Just starting.
You gonna work the night shift? You get a lot of sleep?
About 5 hours, 6 hours.
Whoa. What's going on here, man?
They're supervisors. They work the station, so they just want to know what's going on, see what you're up to.
That's cool.
So, can you at least tell me your name, sir?
I don't want to answer any questions.
Doesn't want to answer any questions. Says this is.
How's it going?
You can see what he's doing.
Good. How are you?
So
he's good. Wait, now we gotta get both together now.
So,
ready to smile? I count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Smile.
What are we up to today?
Man, you didn't smile.
I already gave you a smile. So.
Yeah, you did good. I wanted a group photo. What about you? You want to get in on the group photo?
I'm good, thank you.
Hey, what's your name, bud?
Does that matter?
Yeah.
Why?
Just curious what you're up to today, why you're out here videoing. Not that it's illegal, just curious what's going on. What's your purpose in it?
Hi. Hey, wave back. I like it. All right, we're gonna stop this. I'll give you one more chance to smile. Come on, guys.
Come on, dude.
You're not really answering our questions. Not much to smile about.
Ready? Count of 3. 1, 2. Oh, come on.
You're not providing much for us. So we don't know what you're doing here. We don't know what your name is.
I'll get you by yourself then.
I'll give
you a chance to smile.
Do you have any business on
3, 2, 1. Cheese.
Give me a liter of cola.
A what?
A liter of cola.
Liter of cola? Do we make liter of cola?
Well, you just order a large farva. I don't want a large farva. I want a goddamn liter of cola.
There we go. I didn't get a still shot of him, but see, he's farther away. I'm going to have to.
And what business do you have here at the police department today?
I'm going to have to zoom in on him because he's kind of far away. You want to smile?
I'm good.
3, 2, 1.
Say, trying to figure out what's
say cheese.
Hey, all you gotta do is tell us what's going on, why you're here,
Why
what
should
your purpose is.
Why do I have? I don't have to
Because you're
do
on
shit.
city property, and
who owns the city property?
the city of Corona.
And who pays for this
All I want to know
property?
is what your purpose is here today. Why
What do you see?
video
What do you see in front of me? What's this?
Okay, what are you videotaping for?
Do you know the name of this right here?
We understand you're videotaping. We're just curious.
Okay, so doesn't that answer your question?
We're just curious why you're videotaping.
I understand your curiosity, but I don't want to answer any questions.
Okay.
How long are you going to be out here?
I don't want to answer any questions.
Do you work for press?
I don't want to answer any questions. You know what? I will be nice. I'm an independent journalist gathering news about what public officials do on public property, and especially matters of public interest. That's as far as I'll go.
Do you have your media ID on you?
I don't answer any questions.
Do you have any ID on you? Media?
He said he just started his shift. Did you just start your shift? Or are you ending your shift? Shouldn't you be out like writing tickets
your media credentials?
Writing tickets or, doing something more productive with your time than questioning somebody that's just on a public sidewalk taking pictures and video? Do you have a problem with it?
I don't.
Okay. Well, have a nice day. You're not detained. You're free to go. You're free to go.
How long are you going to be out here?
I don't answer questions, but you're free to go anytime you like.
You're free to go too. How about you take off?
I like you. You're nice. Matson? You've been cool, man. I appreciate that. This guy, I can just sense attitude from this guy.
Well, it's getting frustrating. We just want to know why you're here. We want to know what's the policy.
Well, you in itself.
We understand you have a right, but we're
okay, a right to what? A right to what?
To videotape. We understand that.
Okay.
But we're
and so you admit right there that I'm out here videotaping.
You have a right to videotape.
Yes. So I must be videotaping, or you're assuming I'm videotaping.
Assuming.
Okay, then that should answer all your questions right there.
We're just curious on the purpose of being on the city property to do that. We're just It'd be like me saying.
Who funds the city to build this complex? And
The reason why I asked.
is this open to the public?
The public, yeah, the lot is, yeah.
Yeah, the lot. Everything's. So I'm standing. Where I'm standing is public access.
I understand that.
Okay. So what's the problem?
We're not questioning.
Why the attitude?
What attitude is there that I have? All I ask you is questions. You're the one that's not cooperating and asking any questions.
Do I have a legal obligation to?
To what?
Answer any questions.
No, but it's called cooperation.
Thank you.
Back and forth.
Thank you.
You want us to answer all these questions for you, but you're not.
You're a public servant, sir. You're a public servant.
What's that mean?
You answer to the public. It's called transparency.
So what
It's
do you
called
wanna
freedom
know?
of
Why
press.
are you here? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What your purpose is here. What you.
I think that's already been established.
Now you said you're just videotaping, but what is the purpose?
I already gave you a statement, and that's the only thing I'm going to say in regards to that.
Are you upset about something that happened?
I don't answer questions. What type of device is that? Serial number 79265. My shadow helped.
How about you answer my
Let me make
questions
sure.
and
It looks like there's another device on your vest. Are you recording audio or videotape at this time? If you are, make sure, it is important, because make sure that you do not destroy, delete, or alter that record, because that is now public record, and I will be requesting any and all audio and camera feed. It's just a natural thing, right? You know, dogs can sense people's emotions and feelings. So it's not that I'm stating some wacko theory or something like that. People portray, and you can sense how people are feeling. You can.
One of the things is like
him, right there. I could sense right away that there was some hostility.
I can probably explain it, okay? Here,
Okay.
I'll try to explain my mistake.
You've been cool. I appreciate that.
You have to understand what law enforcement deals with.
Please, whatever you do, don't say in this day and age, because that's just
okay. I was going to
thank
say
you.
on a daily basis. Okay? On a daily basis, you understand what we deal with. Okay, so when officers are driving in and driving out and they see some videotaping, they wonder what's going on. They wonder, okay, hey, we are transparent. We totally get that. We're transparent with everything, especially Corona PD. Okay, so we just want to make sure that there's no ill will, there's nothing that you plan on doing to us. If you're just videotaping, you're just videotaping.
Exactly it, man.
And that's why people go, hey, that's why we want to be around us.
Can I ask you a question? An honest question, all right?
Do my best.
If something happened in Corona that was, let's say, national news worthy, and there was a Fox News van, CNN News van, satellite dish, whatever, and there was a cameraman and a reporter standing out here, would they get this type of reaction? Would officers come up to them and ask them the same questions that I've been asked today?
As long as they have their press IDs, no.
Well,
if they show up and they start interviewing people and they don't have press IDs and they have nothing that verifies who they are, then no. And most of them carry press IDs, so it's usually not an issue. I've never run into it actually. But
you just, as a matter of conversation, you do know and understand that Supreme Courts have ruled that if any member of the public has a message to convey and an audience to convey it to, they are press, and they have the same rights, if not more, than press.
We're not questioning your right to videotape and all that stuff. We're just all we're trying to do is just figure out who you are and why you're here. That's all we're trying to do. It's like me standing in front of your house and videotaping your house. I think
I'd probably stand outside and wave.
I mean, I think you still.
But that's me personally.
You probably still have some questions on why I'm doing that. I might
curiosity.
Yeah, your curiosity.
I don't. Love the fire department. You guys are great, man.
Yeah, what you were saying?
Oh, I lost my train of thought.
We're talking about curiosity. If I was standing in front of your house videotaping, you'd be curious on who I was and why I was there. And I can.
Idle curiosity, I don't have a problem.
I can tell you, hey, you don't have a right to know.
I don't even have a problem the way you pulled up, said, hey, how's it going, and I could just tell that you're nice and relaxed attitude. But Mr. C. Fountain here, he's smirking because I could sense the disdain, just the presence. You know what I mean? I could just feel the vibes and the waves, the animosity that he must have towards me, just for standing out here and taking. Yeah, I could.
You're good, man. You're awesome. And that's good.
I will let you guys know I am unarmed. and not a threat to anybody.
We would have checked if we would have thought you might have been. You know, I'm sure you can understand and appreciate our concerns with today's environment and all that. You're dressed in kind of fatigue, coloring, and out here videotaping. Just want to make sure that you're...
Camo's like the new orange or pink, man.
Well, we're just making sure
it's
that
a fashion statement now.
Cool, and you're good to go. And once that's it, then we'll be on our way.
Good to go.
So, do you have any projections of how long you're going to be out here?
No. I'm just enjoying the area.
Okay.
I will answer that question.
Right on.
I'm just going about my day, man.
Yeah, perfect.
Going about my day.
Well, it's kind of a little unusual that we would go about filming unless you like one of those pepper trees or something like that. If you're,
you didn't happen to hear what I just said to that?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You didn't happen to hear what I said to the fire, the truck as they rolled by.
Oh yeah, you love them. That kind of hurt. That hurt.
What's across the street?
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe I could be here just because I'm a fan of the fire department and I love snapping. I have a hobby of snapping pictures of, fire department buildings.
That's good.
I mean, in America, we were free to do this stuff and have hobbies and do things like that, right?
People call us when they are concerned.
I have no problems with calls of calls for service,
We're just
man.
making sure that you're
I have
right,
no problems with calls for service.
Sounds good. All right.
Good. All right.
We'll be on our way.
We good, Newman?
Yep.
You supervisor on scene?
Yeah, both
you have
Fountain and I are.
Okay. I would like to request, if I can, do you have an employee ID or a badge number?
11073.
Thank you. How about you, Mr. Fountain?
001438.
Thank you.
001509.
I appreciate your time, gentlemen.
All right, you have a good day, okay?
You have a good day.
All right, we'll see you later.
Have a nice afternoon, evening.
Yep.
Keep up the good work, man. Keep up the good work. I like how you present yourself. Car trying to get a photo of me behind me, and I keep turning my back.
Do you know where the police station is?
I think it's right here.
Yeah. Hey.
He was trying to get a facial shot of me. I just kept my back to him.
We got a call of some suspicious people out front videotaping, and it becomes concerning.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Yeah, Sergeant Greg White. My number's 5297. You okay? You seem like you're a little
Appreciate it,
nervous.
sir. How? I'm standing still.
I think I talked to you on the phone the other night.
I can see you shaking.
I don't know you. Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
Yes, Lieutenant Chapman, 5166.
Appreciate that, sir. We're just curious what's going on. Exactly what's going on.
Do you understand why we could be concerned?
Just photographing, taking videos and pictures out in public.
Okay.
On a public sidewalk.
Not a problem. Hope you have a good day.
You too, sir.
I'm letting you know right now that you're in violation of 10.28.040 of the Basic Municipal Code, which says you shall not obstruct the sidewalk, and you setting up your tripod is if there's traffic.
Is that 4 tag-alongs? There's one. There's 2. You guys have anything better to do?
No. We're not following you, sir.
No, they don't have anything better to do. And I think we need to reduce the police force, the sheriff's station down here. Mr. Public Servant, can I ask you a question? Can you roll down your window? I appreciate that, sir.
You're welcome.
Hey, I was just wondering, I'm going to probably be going for a walk now. You guys want to, not waste the gas and park and walk along with me, or you guys going to follow me around the city? Oh, can I get your name and badge number for the record?
Yeah, I gave it to you. It's Deputy Eicherman.
Oh, that's right. You're the same officer. Sorry.
049.
You guys, sometimes you guys all look the same to me.
Videos uploaded by the Junkyard News are helped in part by viewers just like you. You can show your support for this channel by clicking the thumbs up, sharing our videos, or hitting that all-important support button on our channel page. Don't want to miss a video or a story? Make sure to check us out and like us on Facebook at the Junkyard News.
Hello, sir. How are you? What's going on today? Sir? Is there something we can help you with? Can I ask you what you're doing?
Excuse me?
Can I ask you what you're doing here?
I think it's obvious.
I know. What are you filming for?
They have their name and badge number?
Yep. My name is Deputy Eicherman. My RDS is 7049.
Appreciate it, sir.
Okay. Do you have an ID on you?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions? Okay, is there anything I can help you with today?
We're all good, man.
Okay.
That's the only question I'll answer. Have a good one. Yeah, he's creeping. Keeping tabs on me. This is CHP. Here. And he's got Mr. CHP. They're having a conversation. I now have 2 tag-alongs. 4? Is that 4 tag-alongs? There's one. There's 2. You guys have anything better to do?
No.
No, they don't have anything better to do. They have nothing to do. That's a waste of money. You might have to trim the fat. They finally give up. No? Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Mr. Public Servant, can I ask you a question? Can you roll down your window? I appreciate that, sir.
You're welcome.
Hey, I was just wondering, I'm going to probably be going for a walk now. You guys want to, not waste the gas and park and walk along with me, or you guys going to follow me around the city?
We're not following you, sir.
Oh, you guys just happen to be right behind me as I go walk around. Every time I'm out of sight, the car moves a little bit forward.
Okay, sir, let me tell you what I'm doing, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm letting you know right now that you're in violation of 10.28.040 of the Missing Municipal Code, which says you shall not obstruct the sidewalk, and you setting up your tripod is if there's traffic. So I'm going to sit here, and if there's traffic coming, I'm going to ask you to politely move. We're not following you, sir. You understand? We're not following you, sir. I'm not telling you you are.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm making sure that you're not going to violate that.
Understood.
Okay? And then I will politely ask you to move if you don't move yourself.
That's very professional of you.
Okay. We're not following you, sir. You're welcome.
But if I'm going to leave now, are you going to follow me and make sure that that's the case wherever I go today?
No.
Or just on this sidewalk here, this particular sidewalk here?
This particular sidewalk.
I like it. You have a nice day, sir.
All right.
Oh, can I get your name and badge number for the record?
Yeah, I gave it to you. It's Deputy Eicherman.
Oh, that's right. You're the same officer. Sorry.
049.
You guys, sometimes you guys all look the same to me. Sorry, ma'am.
That's okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, how can I help you?
I appreciate your time today. I was just wondering if I can get your name and badge number.
My name, badge number?
Yes, sir.
Want it?
If you wouldn't mind, please.
Sure. Wooly.
How do you spell that?
Wooly. M-U-L-I.
M-U-L-I. Do you have an employee or badge number?
I do. 4778.
Appreciate your professionalism. You have a nice day.
Have a nice day. We're not following you, sir.
In a world that keeps on pushing me around, but I understand that thing.
I'm a cop and you will respect my authority.
What's up?
How you doing?
What you doing? What you doing? What you got going? What's happening? You okay?
I'm fine.
So why are you filming the policeman coming and going from the back lot? Huh?
I don't answer questions.
You don't have to answer questions?
I don't answer questions.
How come?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Just makes me curious.
I know.
Okay. You don't blame my curiosity, right?
No, I don't blame you.
Okay. All right.
D Shields?
Yep, that's me.
Do you guys have employee numbers or badge numbers?
Yep, 165.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. What's your name?
I'm sorry, I don't answer questions.
Okay. All right. Well, you have a nice day.
Appreciate you stopping and saying hello.
Okay.
Hey, I'm just wondering why you're photographing the facility.
Oh, I'm a media. I'm taking some pictures.
Okay.
Story more.
You know, because we're always concerned about terrorism and people scouting the place out. It's a very important facility.
Oh my God! You know, I don't think I've ever heard that before.
How you doing?
Good yourself?
Doing pretty good.
You have an ID on you, sir? Can you answer the questions, sir?
Hmm?
Can you answer the questions?
Oh, I don't answer questions.
What are you doing out here, sir?
That's a question.
You have an ID on you?
That's a question.
Does that mean with an identification card?
It is kind of a question.
We could go a few ways about this, sir. All you need to do is just need to know why you were in there.
In where?
Well, they came up to you because of some sort of pictures of some suspicious activity. So.
Really? What's suspicious activity?
I'm here because somebody else.
And what did they say?
I'll tell you exactly every single thing they said.
You don't know what they said?
I didn't say that. No, so I'm not going to tell you exactly every single thing they said. We'll be here forever.
Well, I'm just wondering what was so. Somebody called the police
suspicious activity.
Suspicious. So what activity did they think was suspicious?
I guess you're out here just taking pictures of the building.
Is that against the law?
It's not against the law.
Okay, then have a nice day.
That's a suspicious activities because a normal person won't just stand here and take pictures.
I told him I'm media.
I
told him I'm media.
You're media.
I told him I'm media.
Can you represent something that says you're the media? Or some sort of identification?
I'm media. And like I told them, I was forthcoming. I'm working on a story.
Well, they said you weren't forthcoming. They said you were uncooperative.
I told them I was working on a story. And that's all I was going to tell them.
Do you have any sort of ID by any chance?
That's a question I'm not going to answer.
Okay. How much longer are you going to be here for?
I was actually pretty much done with the photos that I needed to get for my story.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask what kind of story you do?
That would compromise my investigation. I can't go too much into that.
Well, again, I was here because of some...
I don't blame you for coming out if somebody called you.
I mean, I'm still...
Have you seen anything suspicious while you've been here?
Usually people don't stand in front of a building and take pictures of it, sir. That is...
Really? I see that happen on the news all the time.
You see on the news...
I see clips when they're running stories. I see clips of, you know, if something happens with the police department. You see photos of the outside of police department on the local news. If there's an incident somewhere else, let's say a city hall meeting, something important happens. Normally in the news, don't you see a photo of City Hall? Sorry. Well, the car's going by. I thought I might need to raise my voice a little bit, get over the noise of the traffic.
Nope. You know, you're right. You usually do see that, but again, if there's a water plant here location, you know, I'm not sure what it could intake. So, you know, it's a little bit of suspicious activity.
I'm still trying to grasp what's suspicious. I'm still trying to grab what's suspicious. Now you're gonna walk up and down the street and start running tags on all the cars in the area? What's so interesting about that one? Other than it's a pretty cool looking vehicle. I'm still trying to figure out what's suspicious.
I already explained to you.
So suspicious for media that's working on the story to go take photos of something they're working on the story for. That's suspicious?
I already explained to you. You don't want to give me the information, that's fine.
All right. What?
You can harass me too.
Harass? Who's?
What you're doing right now.
Who's harassing who?
I feel like you're harassing him.
Why?
Because you're bothering him.
How? I was just minding my own business. People came up to me. So doesn't that mean they harassed me?
No, it's his job to be vigilant.
So he can be vigilant.
Vigilant of strange behavior.
What's strange? Right. What's strange about media going out and taking photography and video for media?
That's strange behavior.
So your nightly news, the news you watch on TV every night is strange behavior.
I can't change your opinion. Have a good one.
We on a break? Or we still on a call? I'm still trying to grasp what you're investigating. What possible criminal activity you could be investigating? Asking questions. Doesn't media interview and ask questions? Isn't that the job of the media? To ask questions? Now I'm wondering if we're, you know, wasting taxpayer money. You're on the clock right now, right? Yeah. Just taking a break. Kicking back. Wait, they don't like what?
You've been out here for how long?
I don't answer questions.
Minutes. I understand a couple of, you know. Go ahead. Stop here real quick.
Videos uploaded by the Junkyard News are helped in part by viewers just like you. You can show your support for this channel by clicking the thumbs up, sharing our videos, don't want to miss a video or a story,